Hi, Aries, and welcome to your Spirit Guide messages for November 2019. Before we start this reading, I want you to ask your Spirit Guides a question, and either this whole reading will be your answer, or one card or a couple of cards out of all the cards I pull will specifically answer that for you, okay? So put a question out there to your spirit guide, and then, pay attention to every card that's coming out, the imagery on it, the word, outside of my divination message from it, because your spirit guides have so much to tell you guys. I just felt that right before I started these readings. I wasn't even planning that, so I'm like, okay, how fun, let's go. So Aries, let's pull the first card, and this is actually Spirit Guide's answer right here, this deck. So this could answer your question, or this could just be information about November that they would like to bring to your attention. Okay, so you guys have your beliefs are right for you. Aries, this card coming out as the overall message is saying that there is a situation currently going on in your life, or that's going to unfold in November, where you and somebody else are going to have a very different opinion or feeling about something. And Spirit's like, don't let that get in between the connection. Don't judge others because of what they think or what they believe, regardless of how far apart it is from your belief system, because this lets you know that we are all on our own journey, and what works for you and what you believe is absolutely 100% in alignment and resonation for you and your life journey. What somebody else believes and the way they go about doing things is perfectly in alignment for their life journey. So biggest message for November, Aries, is try to be as disconnected as possible when it comes to judgment. And if you and somebody close to you really have a very different opinion about something, agree to disagree. Don't let it come in between you, because it's like, this card doesn't say anybody's right or anybody's wrong. It's what works for you, what works for somebody else works for them, and find a place in the middle where you guys can agree that that's just, the best course of action, because you're never going to agree on that particular thing, okay? So let's pull some more cards, Aries. Patience, trust, and power, Aries. So the question you put out to your spirit guides, again, it could be the whole message coming through, or maybe one of these cards is a specific answer. You decide on what's resonating with you and really chiming in your soul. This going, attaching to this message, Aries, you have to have a lot of patience in November with somebody or a very specific situation. And as much as you may be frustrated or angry, or just want to throw your hands, just want to walk away, like, I'm up against a wall, Spirit's saying, be patient with your life, with yourself, with your path, with your current situations, and with other people, and really trust that that's the right answer for you in November, and ultimately lead you to a place of having the upper hand, or being in a position of power where you can make a major change in your life or in the life of somebody else based on your choices and decisions. So Aries, in November, really go with the flow and be more of an observer. Pay attention to just how everything connects and the way things are unfolding. Lots of patience for yourself, for others, for the universe at large. Trust this path, trust the process for real, because it's leading you to a place of power or having the upper hand. This is general, so what that means is different for all of you, but the patience and the trusting and the not judging lead you to that. Like, you'll be very happy that you remained quite neutral and did your best to keep your emotions, disciplined, even if you felt incredibly triggered, angry, frustrated, etc. All right, Aries, let's pull some tarot cards to add to this message here. And again, pay very close attention to each card that comes out. Okay. First card out is the Seven of Cups. So daydreams, fantasies, many options up ahead. This could represent all the different situations in your life where Spirit's like, nope, be unbiased, be neutral, be patient, and let people be who they are. But, this doesn't mean, hey, be a pushover. You also can express, hey, I let you be you, you let me be me, because that's only fair, right? Next is the Page of Wands. So this is that energy right here, the power coming into play for you by being patient and trusting your path and the process. Yep, because look at what's next. The Ace of Cups. There is a new beginning, an apology, a door opening, emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. One of these options before you, one of these 7 cups, if you reach out and you grab it and you believe in yourself, right there, boom, it's manifesting into something. And lastly, we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. Aries, you also have some options in November. Just because we have the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, and you want to know what I feel. Honestly, the path, like the cup that you should actually choose, those of you where, there's options, the cup that you should choose may not be the one that you want to go for initially, okay? There's something, and this could be about jobs, this could be about where you're going to move, an apartment, or a decision you have to make. Aries, it's just, there's some of you, there is this experience or situation where you have several options to choose from, and the one that you want or that you think, oh no, that's it, that one you might not want to go and choose, because it might burn out and fizzle out really quick. The 4 of Cups is almost like go the route that is like the slower route, or requires more work. Like there's something about it where you might feel like you have to take a step back, or you don't like XYZ about this option, but it's like that's the option you should go with, because the long-term payoff is so much bigger than if you just grabbed for the shiny goblet before you, the one that you feel is standing out above all the rest. It's almost like the path of that is very short-lived, and even though like that seems like the best way, that's not. So I really hope for those Aries that this message is for you, like that makes sense for you. It's like, don't choose the path of least resistance, or don't choose the easy way, or maybe there's something unconventional about it. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if that's the one. Like if you have your choice, you would rather go this way, but Spirit's like, no, go this way, because there's so much greater treasure down that path. And that could be what this patience and this trust is about, leading you into this position of power. Aries is taking the path that, is not the most appealing to you, may require more work, energy, effort, or maybe taking a step back somehow, some way. But ultimately, like you make up for that down the road. And, this right here, that your beliefs are right for you and the beliefs of others are right for them. This could also be where you are making this decision and people don't agree with your choice, but Aries, at the end of the day, you have to remember that you're only living your life for you, and as long as you're not harming yourself or anybody else, who's to say what you choose to do with your life? If they don't agree, they don't support you, that's on them, because I see you coming into success. It's going to take a little bit of work, but don't choose the easiest or the shiniest option that's presented before you in November. Choose the one that doesn't seem, and I don't want to say doesn't seem like the best option. There's just something about it that it's like you would overlook it, and Spirit's like, no, that's the gold mine, that one, that way. It's just, you'll be so happy. And that's where the most prosperity is found for you. And something else that I'm noticing is this new moon here and then this full moon. We just had the Scorpio new moon at the end of November, at the end of October. So we are about to have, is it the Taurus full moon? Yeah, because we just had your full moon, right? I'm sorry, Aries. All these moons and planet movements, I sometimes forget. I do think the next moon is the Taurus full moon in the middle of November. And so between the Scorpio new moon that just happened at the end of October and then, this Taurus full moon in the middle of November, I feel that's the strongest time frame in which like this options, this choice, this decision has to be made on your behalf. And Aries, if this is like somebody in your life very close to you that's making this decision and you feel like they should go one way, this may be spirit saying, nope, go the other way. Don't try to persuade them to your opinion. Let them find their way because that is truly the best for them, even though that way would not be the best for you. So just recognize that. All right, let's pull some more cards, Aries. Ecstasy. Yeah, this is so positive. Aries, just trust, just flow and have patience because this choice, it feels like it's a slower moving energy, but the payoff is so much bigger. Oh my gosh. And it puts you in a position of power. And here it is, just, reiterating, confirming that for you. So let's pull one final card. All right. We have the pathway, direction, purpose, change. Yes, there is a decision to be made. There's many options before you, or there's at least two options, if not more, before you. And you see this path leads to that full moon. Aries, the full moon in November, there's something significant happening for you around that time, and it feels very closely related to like a decision that you have to make. It could be a decision somebody else has to make that's close to you, but this is your reading, so I'm apt to say this is a decision that you have to make, and just go with the one that is not your first pick, I guess. That's the best way to say it. It's so weird. Like, I'm honestly kind of weirded out by saying that to you, but that's just what's coming through this reading. And, ultimately, what you're reaching for right now, I want, like, that will just fizzle out and fade away. It does not have the same strength of energy and longevity that this other path does. And it's like this other path is your destiny, but we all have free will choice, right? And so whether you go this way or that way, you'll eventually get to the same destination. But Spirit's like, you want to go this way because you're going to cut out a lot of BS that you would encounter and experience on this other path, the one that seems like the best option for you, okay? So Aries, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.